Hi, I'm Harry Forbes. I'm here with Stefan Hoppe, who is the president of the OPC Foundation. Stefan, welcome to the ARC Forum.
Thank you so much.
It's nice to have you here in person.
I have been here multiple times, but for me it's a pleasure to be here again after the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Good meeting place as always.
Well, it's nice to have you. And since it's been over 2 years since we really got together, you've done a lot in the OPC Foundation with your field level initiative in the last 2 years. Can you kind of go over the high points of what's going on there?
Yeah, it's mainly 3.5 years. We started that initiative in November 2018, and I just mentioned here during a workshop that we are really proud because last week we delivered. The group worked on specifications and so on, and now these specifications are open, public, available. This is a key concept of the OPC Foundation. Everything is open, available, right? Mm-hmm. And also as a proof of concept, over 20 companies made a prototype, a demo, where they communicate horizontally with each other. So controller to controller communication is up and running. You can, for listeners here, you can connect machines in a factory running different ecosystems, different field bus systems with each other, configure them easily, and all the big brand companies are supporting this. This makes us really proud, right? It's horizontal communication, also with OPCA over safety. We extend OPCA over 5G. It's the same seamless integration as over TSN, which will take a while, but then it's hopefully also there available.
You released a YouTube video on this last week, I think, demonstrating this?
That's true, because we are also running a 3-day conference to explain it much more in detail with all the components, how to do onboarding, online, offline configuration, how to connect devices to each other with a connection manager. But again, the key message is they delivered after 3.5 years, specs are out, demo is out. And that is from that area one of the most important key messages. I would like to add a second part, what is critical important.
Yeah.
It is so easy to just connect two devices or services with each other, right? Mm-hmm. You configure them easily with security, everything, that's easy. But if you have dozens, hundreds, thousands devices in a factory plant, and how to organize this is what you no longer can do manually. And then you need automatic mechanisms. Mm-hmm. And this is also what we are proud on. We call it a GDS server, mm-hmm. Global Discovery server, and where it's handling certificate management, onboarding. And this is also now available as commercial products. And that's even the next level on having just a spec, right? Mm-hmm. Having that available as commercial products entering the market, this is a fantastic message.
Now, another area where people are interested is in this connectivity for the cloud, for these kind of sites. And what is OPC Foundation contributing to this?
Well, a lot of people mix up that OPCA is a protocol for the last mile, for the asset, right? Which mm-hmm. I can touch, the robot, the right. pump, or whatever. And that's a misunderstanding. This is not true. OPC is an architecture allowing to transport standardized information from field over all the levels of the automation pyramid up to the cloud and back. You can even bypass levels, but to the cloud and back is important. And we are using underlying IT infrastructure, different protocols. And for the cloud connectivity, obviously, we are using MQTT because that's a de facto standard. Mm-hmm. We love MQTT. It's not a competition, but MQTT on its own is not enough. It's just a pipe moving data in and somewhere else it comes out. And you need a kind of a mapping on top of MQTT. And this is exactly what is part of OPCA PubSub, which we published in February 2018 as an IC spec. And I'm super proud that all the companies who are now delivering the PubSub for the field level on UDP mm-hmm. are immediately automatically also implementing it over MQTT to cloud. And today there's no other solution on the market which have this super broad adoption and announced adoption. A lot of companies have it on their technical roadmap, But in February this year, the 6 big cloud vendors, AWS, IBM, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Siemens MindSphere, and SAP, got them. They all announced to support OPCA over MQTT, to have one identical mapping to transport identical information in the semantic identical way. It's like the USB connector moving data up to cloud. And that's really critically important. And we are proud to have this largest ecosystem of cloud connectivity based on OPCA.
Well, there's a lot going on in your world these days, isn't there? Quite a bit.
Absolutely, but this makes it always agile, and I believe we are offering really solutions for every puzzle piece you need, because there's not one organization in the world which can deliver everything. Also, not we, but we provide answers where we combine technologies with each other, which is the de facto standard on really all the levels. And I think this is what the world and the end users are crying for. They don't want to get locked in a specific vendor automation ecosystem, but they also don't want to get locked into a specific cloud ecosystem, right?
Yes. Well, we've heard that from end users here at the ARC Forum for many years.
Exactly.
We appreciate your presence and your time with us. Stefan, thank you very much.
Pleasure for me. Thanks for having me.
This is Harry Forbes from ARC Advisory Group. My guest has been Stefan Hoppe, who is the president of the OPC Foundation. Thank you very much for watching.